What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Refinement. My name is Chris. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's episode, I'm going to go over what happens if you list for 2 hours a day instead of watching TV. This is 15 items a day. I think over the course of some practice, you can get to the point where you list 6 to 10 items an hour. There's a lot that goes into that, but eventually I do believe most people have the ability to list 6 to 10 items an hour. Over the course of 2 hours, if you knock out 15 items at $10 profit a piece, let's say you continue that streak all year, that's actually 50 grand. So that's you essentially knocking out a $50,000 side gig, whether you have a full-time job, whether you're reselling now. If you break down the numbers, the key thing that helps you do this is just maintaining the streak. I would say that right now I am currently obsessed with streaks. I've been running pretty much every single day. I have listed every single day the last 7 months. I've written in my journal every day for the last 6 months, and I'm getting obsessed with just keeping the streak going. And it begs the question, what happens if you just keep doing what you're doing? I think this is really cool. You can actually extend out your habit. What happens if you do the same thing for 1 year? In this case, that's 50 grand. Over the course of 10 years, that's 500 grand. You can make $500,000 in profit with just the habit of listing 15 items a day instead of watching 2 hours of TV. So when you're watching TV, you're watching someone else's life essentially. For myself, I don't know if this has happened with you guys watching TV, I'm starting to recognize that my life can be just as cool as the TV stuff that I'm watching online. The celebrities, you can actually create your own destiny and just fund that lifestyle that you're watching on TV. 50 grand a year is a lot. So it does require you getting good enough to source items. But honestly, you can go on to Craigslist and find 100 items a week. Almost anyone can do that. If you have an internet connection and you have some capital, you can buy some stuff. You can even do it without a car. There's plenty of examples of college students or kids who are in high school who watch my channel who don't have a car, who make deals online, and they get items that come to them. I myself will give you another example. I find that on Poshmark, there are a lot of sellers who just sell what's in their closet. I just purchased another lot of running shoes. One gentleman couldn't decide what running shoes to buy, so he bought one of each. He bought 12 different pairs of shoes. Those shoes had a retail price of $160 each. On eBay, Poshmark, the value is between 80 and 100 pre-owned. In this case, they're mostly like new. So I could take those shoes, do a little bit of cleaning, and then resell them on those platforms. I made an offer of $45 a piece, and actually he auto accepted. He didn't even counter offer. So for me, that's like essentially doubling my money on a $40 to $50 investment. On Poshmark, you get a bundle deal. So this label is actually going to be more than £5. So he's going to have to get a different label from Poshmark. But these are the kind of deals that I look for online. You can do the same thing, but it really requires you just get good at 1 to 3 categories. And for me, I think this is important to do. I'm also obsessed with making this new list, and this idea is from Warren Buffett. So you make 2 lists of things you want to do. One is the list of things that you need to do, and the other list is the list of the things you want to do. And what you do is you rename the list of the things that you want to do as things to stay away from. So for me, myself, in my journey of reselling, I love selling other things, but I really want to create a store that's sustainable and lives beyond me. And it's very difficult to train someone to list every single kind of item, to have the expertise to list everything. But I can train someone just to list clothing, right? So just to list shoes. If you narrow it down, it makes it easier to do. I think the easiest category to get into is certainly clothing. That's why there are so many clothing sellers. But again, you want to get into something that's a little bit more difficult. That's why I think shoes are fantastic. The return rate is a little bit high. You're going to be in the 5 to 40% range, depending on what kind of things you sell. If you sell expensive running shoes, you will have high returns because people who spend $200 on a pair of running shoes need the fit to be exact. It wouldn't be uncommon too for that person to wear it on 3 or 4 runs and then return the shoes, and you'd be forced to basically accept a return on a pre-owned item. That's the game you play that you would learn to understand if you were in the running shoes game. Also, I learned from the Clutch Swag, shout out to Kevin, that the most popular shoes for Nike are actually women's running shoes. So as much as people love flipping Jordans and skateboarding shoes and lifestyle shoes and Air Forces like myself, really the bread and butter is the women's running shoe. That is also a lifestyle. So not only do they wear them for fitness, they also wear them for style and fashion. So it's not uncommon, including my wife, to have 3-4 pairs of trainers that really she just wears on a daily basis. It's kind of like leggings. You'll see women wear leggings 7 days a week, different styles of essentially the same type of pants. So I think it's important to understand your specific niche, and again, stay patient and just follow the course and ask yourself the question, what happens if I just keep doing what I'm doing? All you need to be successful in reselling and in life and in fitness and in health, friendships, is just to have positive momentum. You need to be moving in the right direction, slowly improving over time, because if you multiply that over the course of 3 months, 6 months, your lifetime, you're going to have insane results. And if right now your results aren't where you want them to be, chances are you just have a little bit of negative momentum. The difference between crushing it and being a failure over the course of 10 years is really only a couple of small decisions per day that compound. One more example is I've switched to carbonated water instead of having a drink. It gives me a similar sensation when I'm looking for, let's say, a nightcap. It wasn't because really I wanted the nightcap. I just wanted the feeling of relaxation. I like the actual tangible feeling of a cold drink, but I was able to basically copy that same feeling with just a sparkling water and some fresh fruit. I can get pretty similar of the result with something that's much healthier. So this habit over the course of 10 years is going to greatly transform where I end up being. So when you guys are thinking about what you want to do, I have listed between 30 and 60 items a day for 7 straight months. I haven't missed one day. So it would be weird if in the future I don't sell between 30 and 60 items a day, because the trend is continuing. You need to learn how to list an item. That's important. Titles, descriptions, photographs, your item specifics. Your pricing needs to be accurate and on point with what the market will yield. These are basics. They apply to every single platform. Amazon, eBay, Mercari, it's the same. You need to list at a price that people are willing to buy the item. So once you figure that part out, it's really just making sure that the amount of listings you have equals your goal. So I'm going to give you one more specific tip for this, which is you need to think about when you're going to execute a new idea or a new thought. Let's say you watch one of my videos or you binge watch 10 different YouTubers and 10 different reselling channels. When you get the information that comes in, that's great. YouTube is, in my opinion, great for inspiration, great for information. That's what my channel is. Hopefully I can inspire you and give you information. But once you have that information, go home, write it down and think to yourself, does it actually increase my input and output? Meaning, does this information help me list more items? Does it help me list better items? Does it help me sell more items? That's it. Those are the most important things you need to think about. Apply it. So here's an example of something that's really powerful that I'm not doing. So right now, audio-visual equipment is on fire. If you look through microphones, mixers, webcams, you'll see the sell-through rate is insane. These are items that are selling in an average of 1 to 3 days. When I'll compare that with shoes. I'm okay waiting 5 months for a pair of shoes to sell. But if I was selling AV equipment, it would be a failure for me to list an item and not have it sell within 7 days because of how hot that category is. Now I've added that to my list of things that maybe I would want to do. And now I know this is something I need to stay away from because it's actually distracting me from a very simple goal of selling X amount of shoes per day to reach my income goal. So I want to just say one more thing before I close out this video. And if you guys appreciate this type of content, please consider subscribing. I like to give you guys 1 to 3 actionable tips every single video that you can use to improve your online store. But so far in my journey of reselling, it has been much simpler than I thought. It really is as simple as getting really great items, providing exceptional customer service, and doing the best job listing it. So it sounds simple, but it's been much harder than I thought to create the systems that actually execute that. So simpler than I thought, meaning I thought it was a complicated process and it's not. Very much more difficult than I thought to actually execute the things in order, right? We all know what it looks like to have a 6-pack and, be skinny and be happy, but we end up overeating, we end up not going to sleep on time, and we end up going out on the weekend instead of maybe spending a couple of hours doing self-development, right? So again, it just comes down to small improvements. I want to let people know again, it is harder than you think to actually execute. No matter how simple it is, it takes a long time. And the final thought I want to give you guys is, it is way more rewarding than you think once you've actually built something. I'm super proud of myself, honestly, for building a YouTube channel, and I enjoy sharing things with my audience. I'm super proud of myself for creating an e-commerce store. I'm super proud of all the failures, and the thing I'm most proud of, and you need to be proud of this too, is all the things I have said no to. Okay, every single day I get a barrage of things that are really cool, but again, those are keeping me from being great at a couple things. So hopefully that's important to you guys, informational and hopefully inspiring. So informational and inspiring is the point of YouTube, and that's what I want to try to be in this channel. So again, smash the like button. All of my videos are sponsored by my reseller field guide, so help me out, help support the channel by picking that up. That's the way that I do my business. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be updating it because I'm in a new space, and I want to go over the new way I'm doing it, and also how most of my tasks now I have outsourced to a VA. So again, I'm trying to make the most of my time, and I want to do things only I can do. So the reseller field guide is $35 with code YouTube. It really helps me make this content, and I appreciate you guys. Love you. Take care. Until next time, make progress daily.